Hello, welcome back. Last time I cleared the safe zone arena and got invited to another one in heaven, which I'm planning to go to, and then sort of thought for a while about this puzzle. Didn't get particularly close with it, but I had some new ideas since then. So I'm pretty sure I know what the tiny self-representation is now. I was looking at it and thinking on it more. This is actually a pretty good fit. Crystal Shard of Healing. Tiny version of this represents itself. You know, it's a shard. Crystals are... I'm not sure I could exactly say they're fractal, but they kind of are. And, yeah, I think that's probably the item that goes in that slot, so I'm going to put it in. Having 3 of them... If that is correct, I'm 100% sure on the other 2. That one, maybe like 80% sure. This feels pretty good. Gives me the opportunity to brute force this. So I've had some more thoughts about this. Thinking of any object that is intrinsically female is real hard. I came up with one. The egg that Baffin likes to eat is definitely... specifically a female thing, but it's not luminous. Embodiment kind of fits. Female fits great, not luminous. The luminous orb is kind of egg-shaped, but it's not really... I don't look at that and think egg, so that doesn't really fit. However, having put the Crystal Shard of Healing there, let's try a little bit of brute force just to see if we can figure this out that way. Is it the Orb of Radiance? I doubt it. Let's try all the luminous objects. So I'm thinking of Torch, Orb of Radiance, Crystal Flower, Crystal Shard of Healing again. It's not that. Right? Gate remains closed. Okay. Crystal Flower, you glow in the dark. It's not you. Is this glow in the dark? Kinda? It's neither female nor embodiment, but it's luminous. I'll be able to hear the gate from here, I imagine. I could just try every item in my inventory, I guess. I mean, luminous? No. No. Like I should have at least one of the keywords. Slightly luminous. Okay, what about torch? Ever burning? Nope. Right, and I should be sure to reload here because I did buy that luminous orb. Glowing orb. Orb of Radiance, that's what it's called. Yeah, and I don't actually want it. Okay, anything that meets even one of those keywords here. I should even read the flavor text and stuff. You're about to level up. This thing glows in the dark, right? That's not it. What a surprise, it's not the Ice Guardian figurine. A faint soothing hum can be heard, but it doesn't actually glow. I need a dark place. I guess I could, like, cast darkness. This helmet covers its wearer with a veil of pale blue light. That's not it, though. Man, this one just... I have nothing. Oh right, shurikens have a special attack that I almost never use. Volley of Stars. Neat. Luminous. What else is luminous? Like celestial bodies, the sun, arguably the moon, because it reflects the sun's light. Moon's often considered female. Do I have anything, like, moon-like here? Isn't there some kind of, like, crescent moon amulet, something something? It's not luminous, though. Alright, so hang on. Are any of these even vaguely possible? No, not a single one of the items that remain there is even slightly plausible. I guess I can check the armor shop there just in case. Do I still have my ornate key? Hey, check it out. It did come in handy. Oh, right. I guess you use a different kind. While I'm here, is there anything I would want if this were non-speculative? Lurker equipment's not bad. Chitin equipment's not bad. I'm a little past it at this point, though. Oh, right, and I solved this cipher, by the way. That was the other thing I wanted to do. I'll go through that in a moment. But I'm focused on this. Lightning, slightly luminous. Right, so I'm looking for... Isn't there... There's a thing called like a moonstone necklace or something, I want to say. Yeah, that kinda could almost fit. Do I own it? I feel like I saw it recently, didn't I? Wait, what pile is this? This is the pile of stuff I might actually have wanted to use. It was like willpower +1 or something, but it was given to me specially and seemed kind of important, right? Like, I got it recently. Is it called just Moonstone Necklace, Moonstone Amulet? Something like that? Morning Star. I don't know, I'm just thinking of depictions of the sun and moon. Sun's usually male, moon's usually female. In, like, mythological runestone necklace. That's not moonstone necklace. I think that's the one I was thinking of, and I think that's as close as I'm gonna get, huh? I mean, I'll try it. Just doing this exercise one more time with this new thought. What's it say about the runestone necklace? Oh, and also, hand cannon, like, has an indentation, would be luminous when being fired. I mean, that's an extremely bad fit. I mean, because it's here, I'll try it. Definitely not. So we're trying hand cannon, runestone necklace, and pellets. Why am I even trying pellets? I don't know, because they light up when they explode, probably, and are shot. There's no food here that fits, right? Don't think there's anything glowing that I can eat. How much food do I have here? All the food in the world. That's the amount that I have. Is that the only boiled crag beetle I've seen? Other food's very common, that one not as much. And actually, food's not being given to me as much anymore. So, like, I might be actually burning through this eventually. Whoops. Torch, you too flickery. Ah. Oops. Okay, well, I'll try the things I have. They're all wrong. Like, I just know before I even try them. Obviously wrong. Obviously wrong. Closest to a fit of what I have on me. That's not it. Okay, so I definitely don't have that yet. But I'm reasonably convinced in the tiny self-representation. That's a pretty okay fit. There could be a better one. I'll keep my eye out for a better one. But I think that's the one that I'm going to go with. Okay, so cipher. Ooh, I want to do a thing. Give me a second. Alright, check it out. It's a text editor. So this cipher, let me talk about my process of solving this. I was sure I could do it. I used a little bit of computer assistance just because it made sense and I wasn't getting it done just with human effort alone. So when I want to work on a cipher, just like in general, usually I'll make a copy of it next to the one that I'm working on and say, like, what kind of words could this be? I think I decided this could be something like, say, letter. That's false. That doesn't fit that. That fits this one. This one could be letter. So just like words with double letters, words that share letters, very short words, you know, this is like at, on, of, it, if, etc. Probably. So, you know, while working on this, so any N becomes L, there's an N, no other N's there. Any P becomes E, any Y becomes T, Z, anyway, yeah, so I'm trying to solve this. So I and M are unsolved here, and like, this doesn't look particularly great. I needs to change to something else, probably. I mean, you could have a cipher where a character is unchanged, but anyway, I assumed it probably needed to change, and there weren't any particularly great fits for this word. I just saw, like, letter, you know, there's a letter is an object you can get in the game, that might make sense. But anyway, like, going through that process was pretty fruitless for me, so I tried a little bit of computer assistance. So here on any Unix system, you'll have a file user share dict words or some place like that, which has a whole bunch of commonly used words in it. These are all proper words and stuff, but this is extremely useful for searching through with some kind of pattern search, looking for any kind of reasonably commonly used English word. So I used this file, and I came up with a regular expression that would describe, which pattern was it? It was this one first. So the expression I used for searching through this was not exactly this, but this is what it is cleaned up a little bit. If you know how regular expressions works, this will make sense, but if not, it probably won't. Short story is it looks for a letter, looks for a letter and remembers it, looks for a letter and remembers it, looks for same letter as this one, same letter as this one, because that matches the pattern here. So it's NPYYPZ. NPY, so Y is number 2, NPYYP is this one, and then just another letter. This is not quite foolproof, but it's, you know, close enough. So anyway, I have my case sensitive on, so it skips over the proper words. But anyway, this finds stuff like ballad, bedded, better, begged, belled, bells, bedded, better, biggie, borrow, bottom. Common, cotton, dollop, felled, feller, fennel, ferret, fetter, etc. Some of these might not actually be exact fits because I don't have, like, I don't stop this from being the same letter as that. I tried to come up with an expression that would do that, and it just didn't do. Sublime Text didn't want to parse it, so just don't worry about it. Anyway, so I went through and searched for all of those, got like 20 results or so that seemed vaguely, yeah, okay, so here's an example, like last 2 letters are the same. That doesn't actually fit the pattern, but just because my search doesn't prevent finding that. Looked at likely stuff, made a list of those, and then came up with additional regular expressions that would, for each one of those, search for something where this word would fit that pattern. So for example, let's go ahead and say that this word is bottom. So if that word is bottom, then, okay, well, let's skip this part because it's fiddly with regular expressions and stuff. Long story short, I went through a process of finding a word that would fit this when this was each of the likely candidates, and the only one where both words looked promising was if this was bottom, then this turned into button. So if we start with bottom here and button there, now we can do all the substitutions of those letters in these places. So let me put together a little worksheet here. Let's see, what's the easiest way to do this going to be? So all of the replaced letters, just so I can see exactly what I'm doing. All the letters I have actually substituted for their final form are entered here. Okay, so if n equals b, this is actually confusing me. Let's get rid of that. If n equals b, are there any other n's? No, there are not. Okay, so I, no other i's, which is pretty plausible because u is a vowel that could only appear once in a sentence of this length, so I felt like I was on the right track. Y's, there are some already substituted, so here's a y. Y equals t. Y equals t. Y equals t. And again, for a sentence of this length, having this many t's in it is not unlikely. A t is a very common letter. So just like understanding what's common and likely to be, and so this basically reduces this to either at or it. I think I decided it was at because between these two words, only at really makes sense there. So I'm saying s equals a. Did I get all my y's? I think I did. So if s equals a, then there's an a. I didn't finish substituting all of these, I think, but are there any other s's? There are. All right, so p. P equals o. Here's a p. My finger's in the wrong place. That's an o, but that's not what I'm looking for. All right, here's a P. So this is like of or on. And let's see, I got something else before I'd solved this word, I think. M. M equals N. There's an M. There's an M. And N equals B, P equals O. Y equals T, P equals O, Z equals M. Z equals M. Any other Z's? No. I think I decided this must have been of here. Any other H's? There are not, but that means there are no F's in here anyway. And I just kind of had an insight that this looks an awful lot. It's capitalized, so it's a proper name. Button at bottom of, so it's a location name. I recognized this as Atlantis, because that is a place in the map that I can identify. So that gives me a bunch more letters. So A equals L. A equals L. S equals A. Already had that. Right, so Y equals T, already had that. M equals N. Y equals T. O equals I. No other unsolved O's. D equals S. Okay, and then I had the insight that this is almost definitely location, and also I already had P there. Maybe I did this in a different order. Anyway, if that's location, V equals C. Do I have L, R, or E? Doesn't look like it. This appeared to be... Yeah, okay, something something button at bottom of Atlantis. This was clearly secret. So that gives me R equals E. V equals C, something already had that. T equals R. And this is this vowel is a letter I haven't used. Isn't there another L in here? I guess not. Anyway, so this says key location, secret button at bottom of Atlantis. That was how I solved that. So a little bit of computer assistance, but nothing too unreasonable, I think. Okay, so I'm going to click here. Ooh, well, it doesn't look like anything right now, but when I do this, eventually... There we go. Okay, great. Anyway, yeah, so key location, secret button at bottom of Atlantis is what that says. I may get a real clue for that, but I think it is in the spirit of my having solved the Isle of Nex cipher early to have done that my way. If I get a clue, then I will appreciate it at that time. So let's go to Atlantis and look for a button at the bottom. And yeah, like, this is a cool way to hide something by information, because this is not a place I would ever want to poke around if I didn't have something very specific to do here. So at bottom, secret button. So look for a button on the wall. Don't worry too much about drowning damage. I can just touch a crystal if I get hurt. So I'm going to be at the bottom, looking for a button. I'll just click all these spots. I found it. Oh, okay. Well, that explains two mysteries at once, maybe. So that took me here. Neat, and indeed that is the kind of thing that can open, as I thought. And there we go, cube key. Cube key, whoa. All right, good. So, you know, it's also possible that there just is no other key for that cipher, and just like that was the process I needed to go through for it. And if so, then I guess I did it right. It's just as quick to walk from here, pretty much, as to go to the wind gate. Did I ever step in this corner? Yes. Alright. Oops, there's a tree there. So, what will be found in the treasury? Probably spikes on the floor and ogres behind, but that's not in the treasury. Or maybe they'll recognize me as having a key, and therefore surely having permission to access that. This is not the way. Is this? Yes. Alright, ogres. I might be about to fight you. Secret found. Ogres are out. Yep, this is a treasury, alright. Lots of goods. Ogres are ready to fight. That's fine. Is it? If they both come in here, it might not be. They're both coming in here. It might not be fine. I might be in trouble. Yep, I'm probably dead here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Getting beat up by ogres. Okay, so they do kind of corner me in there. I can use force field to waylay them a bit, but it'll only be so much, and I'll be weakened by the floor spikes. This is a fascinating encounter. Alright, let's at least slow down the ogres. Like that. By doing that, maybe only one will wander out of its cage and be close enough to notice me. So anyway, lots of money here. A neck chain if you want another of those. Already had one. Alright, force field expired, I heard it. Jeweled Scepter of Ruling, neat. Force field spell, a good one. Axe, that's cool. Jewel Pendant, neat. Alright, I'm gonna fight just you. Oh boy. Alright, well at least I can sneak out of here now. Fight them in another place. Maybe. Or another way. I'm being real slow with my buttons. Alright. Should have used that time to charge up that big axe, but I did not. Alright, you're coming for me. I'm in a bad spot, but I dodged. Oops. This is so cool. Alright. I like that I get to fight here in my previously safe zone. Not so safe right now. Also level ups for the back two. Been waiting for those for a bit. Yeah, those backstabs are big hits. Oh yeah, that's extremely worth it. Also 228, that's also very good. Nice. Okay, good. That's junk and it goes on the junk shelf. Alright, since I'm going to be hanging out here for a while, let's just touch that and it'll recharge. Are you okay? You're starving, got it. Okay, well, I'm in a place with food. Easily solved. Snake tail for you. Toad tongue for you. Bora for you. Bora for you. Oh wait, you had cheese. Whoops, I keep doing that. Whatever. I believe you're going for alchemy right now. You want concentration. Excellent. That's once again the wrong way. Hasn't changed since last time I looked there. Ogres, did your stalls have anything in them? No buttons, no loot, no walking through walls. So no. Alright. Alright, well, there are lockpicks right here. Oh hey, look. Words. We were wrong about the location of the key to our treasure. You must become a champion of champions to claim it. Pat used his powers to move the key. Please recover it. What? So this is a correction to a previous note of some sort somehow. The key to our treasure. Do I know what that is? I buried my treasure. Singular. Yeah, so this is solved now. This is solved now. Are you saying this requires a key that's not lockpicks? No. Our treasure is a different something. Oh, Meteor Storm. Neat. Okay. So if I want that, this is where I get it. Probably won't get the levels for that, especially given how scarce a resource experience has been on this map. Like, I just cannot get things to fight as much as I want. Axe. How does that compare? 14 to 43, 18 to 55. Seems worse. The cooldown is enough quicker, though, and the damage is close enough that I think I'm going to prefer that. Because, like, the 7-second cooldown on that is... I am noticing it's pretty severe. I don't like Flurry of Slashes as much. Yeah, I don't know. I'll keep this on me. It's kind of situational, but, like, realistically, am I going to be swapping? Maybe. It could happen. Alright, yeah, so all the money I could ever want here. That's not true. I could spend this much. I can totally see that happening. Alright, well, this is my second gem box now. Jeweled Pendant, what are you? Willpower +2. Well, I mean, that's a lot less than that. Spirit Walker Pendant's way better. Oh yeah, it's not even close. Although, maybe that has another use. There's nothing particularly female or luminous about it, right? Not particularly. Like, a gem isn't luminous, it's just shiny. These gems are luminous, they glow in the dark. This is a mess. Okay, so that's precious gems, this is blue gems, I guess. Something like that. This reminds me of the treasure chamber in Eye of the Atlantis. Just like, items scattered all over the floor. Many gems, things to pick up. That kind of comes at a point in the game where I don't really care that much about it. I got this a little early. Did I? I could have opened this way earlier if I'd solved the cipher the way I did. Like, that took no in-game knowledge. That was all out-of-game stuff. Oh right, I didn't try Torch for Luminous. I just tried Everburning. Did I even try Everburning Torch? I might not have. Just to be sure. Okay, yeah, so collected a bunch of gems. That's nice. This... Willpower +4, that is an upgrade for the Stormseed Orb. And it force fields, but only a few times. Still, I will appreciate it those few times, because I think it gives me force field level 5 when I do it. Yep, it's not that. Okay. Well, I tried it. Alright, well, I'll keep thinking on Luminous Female Embodiment. But at least the vault's open now. Right, I did not make it to Arena 2, or yeah, second arena in heaven. Champions Arena, that's what it was called, but I still have my invitation, so I'll be able to. This should go. I have a home for these things. Things like this go, well, either in this bag... Yeah, since it hasn't had a use in the world yet. Like, yeah, island map. Oh, if I'm doing that, then this should go in there. Sure, it's pretty light. That's fine. Yeah, flute already had a use. This did not. Island map had a use. Scope had a use, but I got a second one, which is suspicious. So yeah, that's how I want that organized. I'm not wearing even one neck chain. That could change. I'm gonna put one here and keep one on me. I am? I guess so. I have too many other neck items I want to wear for that to ever make sense, I think. Yeah, alright, cool. So, that was what I did. Next time... yeah, okay, I can't go that way. Next time, Champions Arena. I'll see you then.